This is the Roulette Master, and I'm so excited today to share with you the incredible new 5 crosses roulette system from Christopher. Christopher is from Belgium, and he said he's using this to win consistently in the casino day after day, and man, this looks awesome. So today we're going to put this system up against a system that I won with in the casino last night. This is a version of 5 double streets, and we're going to start with that first. Let's go ahead and place the bets, and I can't wait to see which one of these makes the most money in 15 minutes. So here we go. With the version of 5 double streets that I used last night to win in the casino. And let's go ahead and spin, and here we go. That is a 24 black. Okay, that's a $5 win. So when you get a win, you just rebet and spin again. You see we're up $5. So let's go ahead and spin again here, and let's see what we get. That's a 16 red. That's another win. You get a lot of wins with 5 double streets, but the key in this is the progression. We're up $10. So let's rebet and spin. And here we go. That's a 21 red. That's a $5 win. We're up 15. Let's rebet, spin, and then I'll share with you what you do on losses once we have one here. But you're going to get a lot of wins with this many numbers covered. But there's our first loss. So we start out by doubling the bet. And then we're going to try to get 3 wins, but that's not all. So let's go ahead and get those here, though. That's a 6 black. Okay, there's 1 win. Let's try to get win number 2. If we have another loss, it's going to change. You're not going to be resetting every time you get a win, and that's a 28 black, but we'll go over that here shortly. And there's another win. We're up 10. We need 1 more win to reset. You will reset if you've only had 1 loss, but if you have multiple losses, and I think we might have just had one there. Oh, great. We did lose. I don't like losing, but at least I can show you what I've been doing now. So we're going to double again to 100. We're going to try to get 3 wins. But if we win, if we win, we do not reset. And I'll share with you what to do next. Okay, there's 1 win. Let's go for 2 wins, and we're currently at minus 20. Let's go ahead and spin, and here we go. That's an 11 black. Okay, there's 2 wins, so that puts us at back to even. Let's go for 3 wins here. And then again, we're not resetting if you have more than 1 loss, which we've had 2 losses. So that's our 3rd win. And what we do now is, and we're up 20, we go back one half. So basically we go from 100 back to 50. Okay, so remember we started with 25. We're not going back to where we started. We're back to in between, and basically you're going back one double, and that's a 9 red. And we're going to try to get 3 wins here, and we're up 30. There's 1 win. Let's go for win number 2 right here. All right, that is a 9 red. That should be win number 2. If we get 3 wins, we'll go back 1 level, which in this case would be resetting. Let's see if we can get that, or if we're going to need to increase the bet again. That's an 18 red. Okay, we got our 3 wins, and now all of a sudden we're up $50, and we go back to where we started at 25. And then let's start making $5 per spin again here, and let's see what we get. That's a 3 red. And we lost, so we're going to double the bet, try to get our 3 wins. We go from 25 to 50, and with the 5 double streets, that's 30 numbers covered. Let's try to get our 3 wins. There's win number 1. Okay, we're up 35. Here, let's go for win number 2 right here. And the only time you will be resetting with this system is if you've only had 1 loss, like where we're at currently. And there's our 2nd win. We're currently up 45. If we can get our 3rd win here, we will reset. But you basically, you don't even need to call it resetting. You always go back 1 double. So if you've only had 1 loss, that would mean resetting. If you have more than 1, you would not be resetting. We're up 55, and we go back to our $25 bet again. And let's go ahead and spin. All right, here we go. I did really well with this last night in the casino. That is an 11 black. And that's a win there, and we're up 60. Let's rebet and spin, and here we go. And that's a 35 black. We lost, so we'll double the bet again. And had a great time last night, and Had a bunch of guests coming from out of town, which is awesome, and a lot of fun. So that's a 26 black. There's one win. Here comes win number 2, and let's go ahead and spin. That's a 21 red. And that's another win. We're at 55. Let's rebet and spin again. Here we go. That's a 21 red, and that's our 3 wins. But again, you never really want to see it as resetting with this system. The only reason you reset if you've only had 1 loss and we're up $65 is because you're going back 1 double. So really, you're never actually, you don't even need to think of it as resetting. You just go back a double, and if you've only had 1 loss, technically you are resetting back to base level. And that's a win there. We're currently up 70. Let's rebet and spin, and here we go. Let's see what we get here. And I think it's really important to start with as low a bet as possible, because see how many losses we've had? Normally you don't have that many losses with this many numbers covered, but it can happen. That's why we're going to go ahead and double it to 50. And, just start with $25 total bet. Don't have to start huge. That's a 31 black. And that just gives you so many more chances to recover. And let's go ahead and spin again here. And sometimes 1 chance is all the difference is between losing your bankroll and having a successful day. So, starting with $25 instead of $50 could save your day. Let's go for our 3rd win here in a row, and then we'll go back a double. Let's see, that's a 1 red. We lost though. Again, that's why we want to start with $5 bets, not which is a $25 bet, not a $50 bet. Let's go ahead and double and spin. And now we're definitely not resetting. We're going to be going back. We've got 2 levels we're going to have to work our way back through, and that's another loss there, 36 red. So again, this is why you want to start small with the bets, because we're already at a $200 bet. This is not normal to have this many losses with 30 numbers. That's a 30 red. So we got 1 win. We're going to need 3 wins. We're at minus 45. Let's get win number 2 right here. And let's work our way back down and make some profit. Eventually, we should stop losing when we have this many numbers covered, but you never know. Let's get our 3rd win right here. We're almost back in profit, but we're going to keep working our way back down the chain. Okay, that's a 23 red. We got our 3 wins, so we're going to go down a double. So what we're going to do is we're going to go from 200 back to 100. And now we'll try to get our 3 wins at 100. And here we go. And that's a 0. Oh, man. So let's go ahead and double it back to 200 where we were and try to get our 3 wins again. And we've had way more losses than what you would normally have with 30 numbers. But, it's good to see that we're able to, to survive that. And that's what roulette's all about, is making sure you don't lose your bankroll and continuing to win money. Let's see if we get win number 2 right here. That's a 27 red. And we did. Let's see if we can get win number 3. And then we'll check our balance. And we'll go, and then we'll reduce our bets by half. That's an 18 red. We got our 3 wins, so we can work our way back down again. We're up 55, and we're going to go from 200 back to 100. And spin. And here we go. And that's a 31 black. And if you're playing this on automated, and now we're up 75, if you play this on automated, you can use dollar bets and just have $5 bets out there. And that's a 00. Man, we've had a lot of those. And let's double it back again. Now we'll be at 200. And again, that's why you want to start the bets small. So if you're playing automated, go ahead and start with the $5 bet with $1 on each if you want to. That would that make it even safer. And let's go ahead and rebet and spin. Try to get win number 2. Then we'll check our balance again here. And here we go. Oh my goodness, that's 3 zeros in the last 10 spins, I think. My goodness. So we're going to have to double again to 400. Again, this is why, and this is a $2,000 bankroll system. But if you use dollar units instead of $5 units, you could use a $400 bankroll. Okay, there's 1 win, but we're going to need 3. We're at minus 105. And let's go ahead and spin. And then I'll share another thing that I do with this as we get up here. But man, we just lost again. And let's see where we're at with we have $1,500 left in our bankroll. We can only double 1 more time. So let's get some wins here, and then I'll share with you this modification I make sometimes if the bets get high. That is a 4 black. We got the win. That's just one win, though. We're at minus 345. Let's go ahead and spin. Now let's try to get our 3 wins, and here we go. That's a 9 red. Okay, that's another win. We're at minus 185. Let's try to get our 3 wins here, and then I'll share with you the modification I make if the bets get high. And that's a 30 red. So if the bets get high like this, and we're almost in profit, what I do is I go back 2 doubles. So let's go from 800 back to 400 back to 200. And we're going to do that just because we've had such bad luck. We don't want to get close to losing our bankroll. And we're not that far away. Just a second, I accidentally took one too many off there. Let me see where those are at. 40 times 5, yep, there we go. And 40 on each, that's a $200 total bet. We're at minus 25, but basically, since the bets got really high and we're somewhat close to profit, we're going to go back 2 doubles. We only do that if the bets get really high, and most of the time they don't. But this is just something to keep us from having to go back to that $800 bet again, and that's a 21 red. We don't want to be at that $800 bet. We want to stay away from having any $800 bets if we can. And let's see where we're at after our 3 wins here, or we might lose this one. Let's see. That's a 28 black. But eventually, you're going to start getting a lot of wins with 30 numbers. Now we're up $95. We got 3 wins, so we go back to 100. And let's go ahead and spin. Here we go with 5 double streets modified. And then I just added another little modification there as well that I personally use if the bets get too high. Let's go for win number 2 right here, and let's see what we get. That's a 34. Man, we lost again. That's why it's important that we did not just go from 800 back to 400. We would be in a little bit of trouble right now, but we're okay since we used that technique. We're going to double back to 200. Let's get our 3 wins. And here we go, and then we'll check our balance here. And that's a 30 red. That's 1 win. Okay, so we're up 55. Let's rebet and spin. And eventually you're going to go on a nice run with 30 numbers. Eventually you will. We've just had a lot of losses, but we have a few minutes left here. Let's get it back up where it should be. We're up $95, and let's get a win here so we can drop the bets back to 100. That's a 30 red. We should get a win there. There's our 3 wins. We're up $135 now, so it's starting to turn around for us. We're going to go from 200 back to 100 and spin. And let's work our way back down and cash out with some profit. Oh my goodness, is that our 4th or 5th zero so far this session? I think it's 4th, but still not good. But let's go ahead and double and spin. Let's try to get our 3 wins at 200 again. And here we go. Let's stay away from those losing numbers, especially the green ones. And we're up 75. Let's rebet and spin. And here we go. That's oh my God, it's another loss, 36 red. We've had so many losses. So we're going to have to go back up to 400. And let's get our 3 wins right here. Let's try to stay away from that $800 bet if we can. And that's a 17 black. Okay, so we're at minus 45. Let's go for win number 2 right here. Okay, and that's a 30 red. That's a win. And we're up 35. Let's go for win number 3 right here at 400. That's a 26 black. We got the win, so we're going to cut the bet in half. We're up $115. We're going to go back to 200 from 400. Oop, I took one too many off there. There we go. And let's spin, and let's finish off strong here in the last minute and a half and cash out with some money. That's an 18 red. Okay, we're up 155 now. That was a good turnaround. Let's go for win number 2 here at 200. Eventually, we should start getting some wins here. And that's a 13 black. That's a good win. We're up 195. Let's go for win number 3. Things are starting to finally turn our way with about a minute left here. Oh my goodness, there's another loss. So we've hit that 36 2 or 3 times now at least. And let's go ahead and double to 400. And let's get 3 wins here. And here we go. That's an 11 black. That's a win. Okay, we're up 75. And let's go ahead and spin again here. See if we can get win number 2. Oh my goodness, we lost again. So we are going to have to go to 800. Man, I didn't want to have to get back up there again. I didn't have to get up to the $800 bet last night, but you're seeing it can happen here. So, oh my goodness, that's a 3 red. So here's another thing I need to share with you guys. I didn't get to this bet last night. We have $900 left in the bankroll. We cannot increase the bet anymore. So at this point, all you can do is try to get some wins at this 800 level. And we're going to need some luck on our side now. So that's a $160 win. Let's rebet and spin. And the only thing that'll pull us out of this, if you get past the $800 bet and you can't increase, is, and man, that's we're toast. So I'm glad that didn't happen to me last night in the casino, but after 15 minutes, we lost $1,765. Let me know what you think of 5 double streets and how you would do it yourself. That's what the channel is all about, is sharing information. And this one was doing really well. Another thing to think about before it self-destructed there at the end, I was just talking to Sonny again this week in Las Vegas, and remember, he always cashes out when he gets up a couple $100. And that's something that if you can do regularly, you can avoid things like what just happened there. So get in, get out, and declare victory over the casino. And now it is time for the new roulette system of the day. I can't wait to share this one with you. Let's just jump right in and get started. Here we go. All right, the time is finally here for the 5 crosses roulette system from Christopher from Belgium. And he said this is unbelievable, and he's cashing in daily. Now, let's go ahead and place the bets, and I'll share with you what he's doing. And here we go. So we're going to start with a single bet here of $5, and let's go ahead and spin. And there's some similarities to this, to moving corners, but the progression is very different. So we'll go over that as we go through. And let's go ahead now, and we'll add another one here. And just like that. Let me fix that bet. So we're just going to have 2 here. And let's go ahead and spin. All right, here we go. All right, that's a 15 black. All right, that's a nice $35 win. So we're up $30 and we restart. So if you haven't seen moving corners, definitely go see that. But this one has a very different progression. With moving corners, we double after once we get to 4 corners. This one does it very differently. So let's go ahead and place the next one here. You could also do this placing corner bets, but let's go ahead and spin again here, and let's see what we get. That's an 18 red. Okay, we missed that one, so let's go ahead and add the 3rd one in. And we're not going to be doubling as early with this one. And let's go ahead and add this next one right here. Okay, so that's a $15 total bet. Let's go ahead and spin. That's a 7 red. And we lost that one. That one was right in the middle there. So we're going to add one more now. We're going to have the 4th one up here. Just like that. And we're going to go ahead and spin, but we're not going to double like with moving corners. And here we go. That's a 31 black. And we lost again. So we're currently minus 20. And the reason we're not down more is because we haven't been doubling yet. And we're just going to add a 5th corner now. But actually, let me see here. We're going to add it right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and spin. And here we go. All right, let's get a win here. That's a 19 red. And that's a $20 win. You see we're not in session profit. So we're just going to rebet and stay at 5 corners right here. And let's see what we get. That's a 35 black. That's a nice win. And we're up 20. We're just going to rebet and spin. And here we go. That's a 16 red. Okay, that's a nice $20 win. Now we're up 40. Now we can go ahead and reset and start over. So let's do that. So once you get near session profit or at session profit, go ahead and just restart. And we'll start adding these back in. But we're not doubling as early with this one. and I'll share with you when we do need to increase the bets as we go through. So let's go ahead and add one more here. And again, you can do a corner bet also, but this is 5 crosses by Christopher from Belgium. And let's go ahead and spin. And this is how he's doing it to make money consistently in the casino. So that's a 7 red. That was just a narrow miss there. Let's go ahead and add the next one in. So we'll add it right here. Let me fix that. This is 5 crosses from Christopher from Belgium. And here we go. And that's a 1 red. That's a nice win. And he says if you win in the first 3, you just restart. We're up 55. Or you can just watch the session profit. But let's go ahead and start over. And spin with a $5 total bet. And here we go. That's a 24 black. Okay, that's a loss. Let's go ahead and add the next one in. And you can start from the other side if you want to. We'll probably do that as we go through. Let's go ahead and spin. And here we go. Let's see if we can get a low number here. That's a 24 black. Okay, we lost. Let's add the next cross in here. Okay, now we have 3. Let's go ahead and spin again here. And here we go. That's a 30 red. We definitely lost that one. Okay, so we'll add one more in here. Okay, there we go. And let's spin. We have 4 crosses, but we're not doubling. That's an 18 red. And we lost again, so we're still not doubling. Okay, we're going to add the 5th cross in again. And spin, and here we go. That's a 27 red. Okay, we got the win. So you see we're not in session profits, so we just rebet and spin. Okay, so most of the time when you're in this system, you're not increasing the bets at all. But I'll let you know when we need to do that. And that's another win there. We're up 45. Let's rebet and spin. And here we go with 5 crosses from Christopher from Belgium. And that is a 23 red. That's a win. So now we're up 65 and we can reset and start over. So let's go ahead and do that and spin. And let's see if we can get a low number here. You can either start on the low side or the high side. Either way, we probably should have started high after seeing that spin. We would have won that one, but you never know. And let's go ahead and add the next one in here. And let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. Oh, a 00. That's not good. And that's one reason why he likes to not double, unless he absolutely has to. And we'll go over that as we go through here. We haven't even had to double once yet, I don't think. So let's go ahead and just spin again. And that makes this system so much safer. And here we go again. That's a 16 red. And that's a nice win. If you win in the first 3, you restart, and or you just watch your session profit. We're up 80. So let's go ahead and we'll start again here. And again, you can move this around if you want to. If you want to start on the other side, no problem. But we haven't hit any of the low ones in a little bit, so let's see if we get one here. And that's a 14 red. We lost that one, so let's add the next one in here. And again, this is 5 crosses from Christopher from Belgium. So far, so good. I like the safety aspects of not doubling early. And that's a 25. That's a loss. So we'll add the 3rd one in here. Just like this. And spin. That's a $15 total bet now. And here we go. That's a 12 red. All right, and we got the win. You can see that's new session profit at 95. We restart. So we still haven't got any real low ones, so let's stick over here and start on this side again. And hopefully we'll get a 1, 2, 4, or 5 on this first one here. Let's go ahead and spin. That would be awesome. That's a 13 black. Okay, we lost that one, so let's add the next one in again. Okay, here we go. and spin. And Christopher says you can also do this with $5 bets or $10 bets. But we'll go over the bankroll here in a minute for what we're using. That's a nice $35 win. So we're up $125 now. And let's restart. Okay, and here we go, and let's spin. That's a 28 black. And that's a loss. So we'll add the next one in here. Let me move that over one. Here we go. And spin. All right. That's a 24 black. That's a loss. So we'll add the third one in. And again, we're not doubling like a lot of systems that are similar to this. And I'll let you know when it is time to increase the bets. And let's go ahead and spin. We have 3 crosses out there right now. That's a 28 black. Okay, we missed that one. So let's add one more in. And again, we're not doubling at 4. And we're not doubling when we start at 5 either. So let's go ahead and spin here and see what we get. That's a 19 red. Okay, that's a $25 win. You can see we're up 120. That's close enough to session profit. I think it's within $5, so we restart. If you're close to session profit, you want to just restart. So, you know, the better, the more safety, the better with all systems. And that's a 3 red. Ooh, we just missed that one. So let's go ahead and we'll add the next one in here. And let's go ahead and spin. And that's a 29 black. And actually, there's something I need to share with you coming up here that's going to really make you a lot of money with even with this size of bets. We're up 105 right now. Let's go ahead and spin. Because actually, when you start losing at the 5th level is when you actually can make the most money. Obviously, you don't want to have to get there unless you have to. It's better just to get wins early and make sure your bankroll's safe. We're up 135, but there's some really cool aspects to this. That once you get, you know, to 5 and you say you have a loss or 2, you actually have the ability to make more profit instead of less profit, which is awesome. So let's go ahead and if we don't get to 5, I'll share with you what to, or if we don't get losses at 5, I'll share with you what to do next. But I almost guarantee you we will before the end of the session here. So let's keep playing, and I'll share it with you as we go through. I'm sure we'll have some losses. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and add one more here. Again, we're not doubling. Even once we get to 5, we're not doubling when we start with 5. So we're just adding one each time. Okay, and that is a loss. So we'll add 4. Let's go ahead and add this one in. Now, if you get a win at 4, you need more than one win, though. That's one thing we need to go over. We haven't had that happen yet. That's a 26 black. So if you get a win at 4, unless you're in session profit, he says, and we actually are. So he says if you get a win at 4, you might need an extra win. But in this case, it looks like we can just restart again. So let's go ahead and spin. And the session profit or close to session profit always overrules that. And here we go. That's a 12 red. And again, if we don't have losses at the level 5, I'll share with you what to do there, because that's probably the most important part of this. So make sure you stick around for that. And let's go ahead and spin. So far, so good with Christopher's system here, and the 5 crosses, and that's a 23 red. We lost. So let's go ahead and add one more in here. And let's go ahead and spin. And that's a 13 black. And that's a loss. So let's add the 4th one in. And spin. We'll see if we get to 5 and have a loss here. That's a 23 red. Okay, but we got the win. And we're up 125. We need an extra win here this time. So this is what Christopher was talking about. He said a lot of times you need 2 wins at level 4. and but session profit will override that. And now we're in session profit at 150. We can restart. Okay, but again, I'm going to cover what happens if you lose at level 5 here coming up, even if we don't get there. And that's a 14 red. We lost, so let's add another one in. Oh, let me move that. And I know how many of you guys love moving corners. And actually, Kentucky White always says that I double more than what he does. So that's definitely something that I think would make both these systems safer, is less doubling. And then you're definitely seeing that today. Let's go ahead and spin. I would love for Kentucky White to share in the comments also how when he doubles and all that good stuff. So that's a 0-0. We lost because he has the great moving corners that everybody loves, and would love to hear how he does that even more from somebody that's really good at roulette. So let's go ahead now, and we'll have 4 here. Let's go ahead and spin. And then when you win at 4, you need to assess whether you're at session profit or not. And that's a 23 red. That's a $25 win. We're not in session profit, so we will try to get 2 wins here. And that's a 10 black. And we lost. So that's one thing, when you try to if you're close to session profit, you're probably better off resetting instead of trying to get that second win. But I'm actually glad we lost, so I can share with you what to do if you have losses at level 5. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and you don't double, you just add the 5th one in. So let's go ahead and spin. That's a 26 black. Okay, that's a $20 win. And what you do is you just stay at level 5 until you're in session profit, which would mean 1 more win here. That's a 5 red. And we got our wins, so we can reset. We're up $165. So if we did not get a win in level 5, then you don't initially double at 5 corners, but then he said if you lose at level 5, then you do double every time that you lose. And then when I was testing this, I actually made a lot more money when I actually lost at level 5. And then because a lot of times the second or third win takes you way over session profit. So definitely test that out as well. We're up $165, and we would start back over again. And again, if you want to, you can start on the right side, but let's just stay on the left for now. It doesn't really matter where you put these 5 corners. The key is the progression. So let's go ahead and spin again here, and we're almost to the 15 minutes. So this is doing really well. And Christopher also says that you can, and that's nice there. That's a $40 win, that we're up 205 now. And actually, that was our last spin. So fantastic. And with the bankroll on this one, I'm putting this up with a $2,000 bankroll, but he said you could do this with 1,000. So if you wanted to increase the bets, you could. You would just need to increase that bankroll. And obviously, you guys know the key to keeping your bankroll is starting out as low as possible and having as big as bankroll as possible. So it's always important to start as low as you can with the bets and have as much to recover as possible. But that's a good recommendation there. And thank you so much, Christopher, for sending this one in. And I really like it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, as usual. And if you guys want to send a system in, send it to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. That's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. I pick a new one every single day of the week, 365 days of the year, in the search for the best roulette system possible each and every day. And I'm loving it. I hope you guys are as well. If you are, please like, share, and subscribe. And that would be fantastic. This is the Roulette Master. And have a great day, everybody.